There we go, it's the B-52s there. Love Shack, courtesy of John in North Wales. He gave us a call on 0800 731 9333. And as a result of that, he chose that song. You can do exactly the same, because if you don't do it, we've got no music. You choose the music on a Friday. And I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that'll probably get us to about 10 past 11. And after that, it'll just be me talking if you don't ring up. So 0800 731 9333 is the number you need to call for happy hour. Talking about things happy, I've got a happy bunch of people in front of me at the moment. There we go. Yeah, well, if you think about all the great music and the different musical scenes that have come out of Liverpool, then there's probably no more defining period than the Merseybeat era. Well, one local retired teacher has written and directed a play about this very scene, which focuses on the 1960s and Pete Best, the fifth Beatle. It's called BestBeat, and it's on at Liverpool's Unity Theatre next week. And the people who are joining me, Frank Duffy, Craig Gamble, Andrew Games, and Leah Wallace, all to tell us more. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Chief.
It's really good to see you. It was always interesting to have so many people in the studio.
I really enjoyed that retired teacher bit.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy?
I love my teacher.
That's his official title there, you know.
Did you enjoy the retired teacher bit? I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Frank. I'm going to make it even better for you. Yeah. I'm going to open your microphone. That would sound even better, wouldn't it, if we do that?
That's always a good thing.
Yeah. You know, leave it off there, mate. Leave it off.
Yeah, take him off.
Give it a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
probably for the best.
Yeah.
Right, let's get you on air. That'll be much better, wouldn't it? There we go.
How are you?
Okay, guys. So
there he is.
There we go. We're flying now. We're flying now. So, Frank, you are the writer and the director. Yeah. Tell us what BestBeat is all about.
Well, BestBeat tells the story of what happened to the Beatles' original drummer, Pete Best, and it's set in 1962.
Okay.
In the great time of the Merseybeat era, and we know how fantastic that was for Liverpool and all the people who lived there in Merseyside, which was really interesting. So this is something I've thought about for quite a long time doing, and I'm interested in writing generally and also songwriting, and it's put the two together, and it's been fantastic doing this play.
So, Frank, I mean, you can't write things like this without being, a fan of them in the first place. Were you a fan of Merseybeat?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm not that old, you know. I know you mentioned I was a retired teacher from 1847. However, quickly moving on. Absolute big fan of it. I mean, got to mention the Beatles, obviously, but there's so many other great bands and singers and artists and performers who were involved in the whole Merseybeat thing. And I think Liverpool was the only place really that could have happened.
Yeah.
It was just absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I actually met Pete Best a few years ago. He was doing a gig with his band, the Pete Best Band, at the Beatles Story.
Oh, yeah.
And it was absolutely fantastic. The set was tremendous. It was all like Merseybeat songs, rock and roll. So everyone was up. And it was a great night. Yeah. Really nice guy as well.
Now, guys, I mean, Frank's the alpha fella here, really.
Hey, speak up. Can't hear you.
You're much younger than the...
You're a gentleman, mate, for saying that.
So, I mean, let's start with you, Leah. When somebody came along to you and said, we're doing this thing about Merseybeat, what did you know about that era to start with?
Well, to be honest, I do know quite a bit. I kind of grew up listening to that kind of music. Like, my dad was like a huge influence with things like that. Grew up listening to the number one album.
Yeah.
Been to the Beatles Museum quite a few times.
Okay.
So I love the music from that era, that culture, the fashion, everything. So to portray it in a play, jumped at the chance.
Yeah. Yeah. And what about you, Andrew? What was your experience of it?
Well, I knew all about Pete Best, but didn't know the story and its inner details, and I read the script as part of my audition piece, and the more I researched into it, the more engrossed I was in it, and the more relatable Pete Best was in a way, and the more I researched, as Frank mentioned, the Merseybeat scene was so saturated, because originally I thought the Merseybeat scene consisted of the Beatles, Cilla Black, and that was it.
And that was it, yeah.
But I've discovered the Foremost, the Clayton Squares, the Mersey Monsters, which is probably my favourite.
Oh, the Mersey Monsters, fantastic.
Yeah, Frank's opened a whole new world to him there.
And what about you, Craig?
Well, me and Frank have worked on all sorts of projects over the years, haven't we? goodness.
We have, yet he's still there. Can't get rid of him.
Yeah. Well, I can't get rid of him, you know. No, and he came along. I was doing some theatre a couple of years ago now with Collective Encounters, and he came along, saw some music I was doing with the guys there, and it was a play with music rather than musical theatre.
Okay.
So, and he said, you know, I really want to do this Pete Best play, you know, we want some original Merseybeat songs in there, and Frank had written some songs and a script, and it was all connected.
Brilliant.
So I helped sort of arrange them songs. We got them recorded, and we just shaped it all that way, and it's just developed from there. We've got our actors in. They've been learning to sing basically, you know, from scratch.
Brilliant.
It's been wonderful. Yeah.
Great. Okay. Well, it is all about music, and we're gonna try and squeeze a couple of songs in as well.
Absolutely.
Aren't we? So this is going to be Craig and Leah. Is that right?
That's right.
You're going to be singing. Tell us the song first of all, Leah. What's the song all about?
Okay, so the song in the play is just after Pete and my character's Kathy's first date.
Right.
So it's quite a romantic song. It's called Love Will Find You.
Okay. Do we need to move the two of you closer together so you can look into each other's eyes?
Well, you can look into Andrew's eyes.
Yeah, get into character.
Andrew, if you just move out the way, give them eye contact for this one.
Yeah.
Okay. So over to you guys. Oh, yeah. What have we got there, Leah?
Oh no, sorry, just the microphone, the headphones
Oh, that
going on and off.
you're keeping. Yeah, it's the BBC. It's the BBC.
Don't fiddle with the leads.
Don't fiddle with the leads. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Try. Is anyone your headphones working, Andrew?
I'm sick of hearing my own voice anyway.
Okay, give your headphones to Leah. Give your headphones to Leah. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Give a little swap. Yeah, you're lucky to have headphones, Leah. If I'm being honest with you, lucky to have headphones.
Hey,
So,
lovely.
so there we go. So anyway, guys, over to you.
Love, precious thing, love, you bring, love, sees you through, love, will find you, love, will find you. We'll find you. Love calls your name. Love heals your pain. Love in my heart. Love from the start. Love will find you. We'll find you. Love, lead the way. Love, here I'll stay. Love, yes, it's true. Love, I love you. Love, I love you. Love will find you. Love will find you.
And yes, they were staring lovingly into each other's eyes. That
All
was
about
really.
performance.
That was really, really lovely. Thanks. Who wrote that song, by the way?
Well, Frank wrote the
I
song.
did.
Yeah.
Listen, Paul. You know, not just a pretty face. You know.
That's exactly
I've written the
right.
script, written the songs, direct. I brush up after rehearsals.
Does
You did a
everything.
lot.
Make the tea.
Yeah.
I mean, the tea bags are over,
You are
but we try
truly
our best.
all rounded. Now, Frank, when you mentioned Pete Best there, did you reach out to any of the other Merseybeat bands when you were writing the play?
Well, this is a play I think it's been a labour of love, by the way, and I've been thinking about it for a number of years.
Yeah.
I think it's just such a very, very intriguing and interesting story, which we all know. I'm supposed all of us have said, well, just imagine if I was in that position.
Yeah. Yeah.
62. He'd been with them for 2 years. August 1962, he gets told, "You're out."
Yeah.
Just after that first audition down at EMI at Abbey Road. And then Ringo comes in. I mean, Ringo's a great drummer. I love the Beatles. Pete was a pretty good rock and roll drummer.
Pete still is a great drummer.
Is.
Yeah,
You know, he keeps that beat.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's got nothing to worry about. But all that thing and all that time and all those reminders about, well, you know, imagine if they'd gone along with them.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he's I respect him because there's been like a resolution in his life. You know, he's got over all those things.
Yeah.
And he's making music.
Yeah.
He's happy.
Yeah.
Loving family. That's all we need in this world.
Pete's a lovely guy.
Yeah.
He's a great. I mean, I outside of sitting here, I work as a tour guide as well, and I often tell the story of Pete. And when people hear it, they go, "Oh, no."
Yeah.
You know, because everyone knows John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Well,
Yeah.
actually, it could have been John, Paul, George, and Pete.
Absolutely.
You know,
And I always think about Stuart as well, Stuart Sutcliffe.
Yeah.
Because when they went to Hamburg, it was a 5-piece. So really good.
Yeah. Yeah, brilliant. Listen, I love that one so much. We're gonna have another song. What's the next song?
Well, this one's a bit
together,
more.
aren't we?
This one's a bit more upbeat, and me and Craig's our musical director, so we're going to sing this one,
Oh, right.
and it's called BestBeat.
Yeah. Okay.
And if I can, Paul, I'd just like to a quiz for all you listeners out there in
Okay,
Merseyside
Pop
land.
quiz.
Pop quiz.
Right, so
Thinking.
we're going to sing this song called BestBeat, which is from the play BestBeat, and I want you to listen very carefully, because I know you will do. I want you to name the 5 Merseyside legends, name them the songs. So there's 5 name checks we do.
5 name checks.
Yeah, and then secondly, to name the 4 Merseyside dance venues. Dance venues we also name check in the song.
Okay.
It's an easy one.
All
Listen
right.
up and let's dance.
So this is Craig and Frank.
BestBeat.
Over to you guys.
Quick feature.
Everybody in our street dances to the BestBeat. Mersey sound is all around. Get your feet up on the ground. Such as Jerry, Billy J, and Big 3 Rory hit and play. Woo! Okay. BestBeat. 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 Royal Irish Rocking Cruise. It's BestBeat, so spread the news. The Grafton and the Iron Door, Tower Ballroom, that's for sure. Everywhere the bands will play, it's BestBeat you hear all day. Hey. BestBeat, BestBeat, BestBeat.
great. That was really, really good, guys. I can tell this is going to be a really upbeat production, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Frank, tell us where and when and how people get tickets.
Right, so plays BeatBeat, and if you like your rock and roll and lots of good stories, it's drama, it's humour, it's live music with a live band actually, because some scenes are set in the cavern.
Live band on stage.
So listen, all you cavern dwellers and the best of sellers,
You're going to love it.
get down there.
Absolutely.
So it's at the Unity Theatre,
Yeah.
and we start next Thursday. It's from the 3rd of May to the 5th of May. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3rd, 4th and 5th of May.
And that's 2 performances on the 5th.
And yeah, and 2 performances on the 5th. We've got a
Good job you're
matinee.
here, Leah. It's good job you're here.
I try.
Leah always keeps us in check. There's a matinee Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. The other evening performances start at 8 p.m. and the tickets are £12 and £10 concession. And actually, can I just give this telephone number for the Unity?
Yeah, go on. That's fine.
So the phone number for the Unity is 0151 709 4988. 709-4988, and the Unity website is unitytheatreliverpool.co.uk. You can book online.
Okay.
Get your tickets now. They're going like cold potatoes. No, sorry, hotcakes.
Okay, brilliant. That's great. Guys, thank you very much for coming in
Cheers,
this morning.
thank you.
This is going to be an exciting... I hope to get along myself. It sounds like it's going to be a brilliant night.
Cheers,
Looking forward to it.
And the music is
If
great.
anyone misses it, they'll be sorry, Paul.
They will. They will.
Absolutely.
Frank, Craig, Andrew and Leah. Guys, we run out of microphones. Can you just give to Davey the red microphone? Because it's the BBC. We've only got limited microphones here. So, but guys, it's coming onto the Unity. Do not miss it.
Travel. BBC